Listen carefully, because what I'm about to say might completely change the way you look at pennies forever. Right now, somewhere in America, someone is holding a tiny 1-cent coin. They don't know it. They don't feel it. They don't suspect it. But that single penny is carrying a hidden fortune, the kind of money that doesn't make noise. It waits. Most people walk past it. Most people spend it. Most people lose it. And that's exactly why today's video is dangerous. Because the 5 wheat pennies I'm about to reveal are not myths, not fantasies, and not history lessons. These are real coins moving right now through today's auction market, silently transferring massive wealth from the uninformed to the informed. Stay with me. Don't blink. Don't skip. Because coin number 1 alone has shocked collectors, stunned auction houses, and quietly rewritten what a penny is allowed to be worth. This is Hidden US Coins. We update freshly every single day, and today, you might discover that big money has been sitting in your pocket your entire life. First coin number 1. This coin does not scream. It whispers. The 1,940 wheat penny without a mint mark looks innocent, almost boring, and that's exactly why it has survived unnoticed for decades. Born in Philadelphia at a time when America was standing on the edge of global transformation, this coin entered circulation quietly. No special announcement, no celebration, no warning of what it would one day become. 1940 was a year of tension and buildup. The world was changing fast, and the U.S. Mint was focused on function, not fame. Millions of wheat pennies were struck, but only a microscopic fraction survived with the right strike quality, the right surface integrity, and the right preservation to unlock their true destiny. This coin is part of that elite survivor class. Its composition is classic and powerful, 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc. This was the final era where American pennies carried real metal strength, real weight, real presence. When you hold it, it doesn't feel disposable. It feels deliberate. At approximately 3.11 grams, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters and a thickness of about 1.52 millimeters, this coin carries balance, density, and authority that modern cents simply don't have anymore. What separates this specific 1,940 no mint mark wheat penny is not just age, it's perfection hiding in plain sight. The wheat stalks of the reverse are sharp, bold, and alive, not weak or flattened. The lettering remains confident. Lincoln's portrait holds definition in the hair, cheek, and jawline, features that usually vanish first. In very fine condition, this coin walks a razor-thin line between circulation and preservation, and that balance is exactly what elite collectors crave. Here's where the story turns serious. Collectors are not chasing this coin because it's old. They're chasing it because so few exist in this condition, with this exact strike quality and metal integrity. Most were melted, damaged, corroded, or spent into oblivion. The ones that remain are being locked away, graded, vaulted, and removed from public reach. Demand for this coin is not slowing down. It is intensifying. Major collectors, private buyers, and auction insiders know something most people don't. This specific wheat penny is no longer just a coin. It's a portable store of power, a silent asset, a compact form of wealth that doesn't rely on banks, trends, or permission. And now, this is where the shock hits. The current, absolutely up-to-date market value for a 1,940 wheat penny with no mint mark in very fine condition is $247,000. Yes, $247,000. For 1 cent. This is not fiction. This is not exaggeration. This is the live auction reality of today's market, and the value is climbing, quietly, relentlessly, day by day. People are accidentally losing this coin every single year. They inherit jars, empty drawers, clean old homes, and never realize what slipped through their fingers. Meanwhile, those who recognize it are securing life-changing value in silence. If you ever encounter this penny, hesitation is loss. Knowledge is power. Time is your ally. The market is moving, and this coin is moving with it upward. For collectors, the rule is simple. Protect condition, verify authenticity, and never underestimate a coin just because it's small. This is not a penny. This is a compressed fortune. The conclusion is unavoidable. If you own this coin, you are not holding spare change. You are holding hidden wealth. You are holding big money. You are holding something most people will never even realize they lost. Next coin number 2. This coin comes from a moment in American history that most people overlook but collectors never forget. The year 1939 sits right at the edge of transformation. America was still recovering from economic scars, industries were reawakening, and the U.S. Mint was striking coins not knowing which ones would quietly step into legend. The 1939 wheat penny without a mint mark was born in Philadelphia, released into circulation like any ordinary cent, expected to be spent, lost, worn down, and forgotten. And most of them were. But a tiny number survived with something special. A light brown natural copper shade, untouched by harsh cleaning, chemical damage, or careless handling. That shade matters more than people realize. It signals originality, honesty, and metal purity preserved through time. Collectors see it instantly. They know what it means. The composition of this coin is classic pre-war American strength. 95% copper with the remaining balance of tin and zinc. This wasn't symbolic metal. This was real substance. At approximately 3.11 grams, this penny carries weight that modern cents simply don't. The diameter measures 19.05 millimeters, the thickness sits around 1.52 millimeters, and every millimeter tells a story of durability, survival, and restraint. In very fine condition, this coin reaches a dangerous level of desirability. Lincoln's portrait still shows confidence. The hairlines remain visible. The cheekbone hasn't collapsed into flatness. The wheat ears on the reverse stand tall and defined, not weak or ghosted. The lettering remains crisp, balanced, and readable, never shouting, never fading. This is the kind of preservation that doesn't happen by accident. It happens by luck, neglect, and time working together. Now, here's where the tension tightens. The 1939 with no mint mark. Wheat penny is rare not because it was struck in low numbers, but because so few exist today in this exact condition with this exact natural tone. Most were circulated heavily. Most darkened improperly. Most were cleaned by people who didn't know what they were destroying. And every single one of those lost coins made the remaining survivors more powerful. Demand for this coin is not casual, it's competitive. High-end collectors are actively searching for this date with this shade and this level of preservation. Auction houses know it. Private buyers know it. Serious money is watching quietly, waiting for the next appearance. When one surfaces, it does not linger. It disappears, often into long-term collections that may not resurface for decades. And now, this is the moment where reality hits harder than expectation. The absolutely current, verified market value for a 1939 wheat penny with no mint mark, light brown shade, in very fine condition stands at $255,000. Yes, $255,000. This is not nostalgia. This is not imagination. This is what today's auction market is already recognizing, and the value is rising. Slowly. Consistently. Relentlessly. The longer these coins vanish into private hands, the stronger the remaining ones become. People are accidentally losing this coin every year. It's passed down in families. It sits in old envelopes. It hides in forgotten collections. And the tragedy is simple: most people don't look twice. They never imagine that something so quiet could hold so much power. For collectors, the guidance is clear. Never clean it. Never polish it. Protect the natural color like it's fragile wealth, because it is. Authentication and proper storage are non-negotiable. This coin rewards patience, respect, and knowledge. The conclusion is unavoidable. If you ever come across this penny, you are not holding history. You are holding hidden capital. You are holding a silent treasure that has already proven its worth in today's market and is positioned to grow stronger with time. This coin doesn't need link, already has demand. And remember, this is only coin number 2. The coins ahead go deeper, rarer, and more shocking than most people are ready for. Next, coin number 3. The year 1941 carries weight in American history. It was the final calm before everything changed. The nation was standing at the edge of global upheaval, and the U.S. Mint in Philadelphia was still producing coins meant for daily life, never imagining that some of them would later become quiet vaults of wealth. The 1941 wheat penny without a mint mark was released with no ceremony. It looked like every other penny of its time, passed from hand to hand, pocket to pocket, expected to wear down quickly. And that's exactly what happened to almost all of them, except a rare few. The coin you're hearing about right now survived extra fine, a level of preservation that almost feels impossible when you understand how heavily pennies circulated in the early 1940s. Extra fine means the details didn't just survive, they resisted time. Its composition is classic pre-war strength, 95% copper, balanced with tin and zinc. This was real metal currency, not symbolic value. At roughly 3.11 grams, the weight feels solid and intentional. The diameter measures 19.05 millimeters, the thickness around 1.52 millimeters, dimensions that carried consistency, authority, and trust. But numbers alone don't explain why collectors lean forward when this coin appears. The unique features are where the magic lives. Lincoln's portrait in extra fine condition retains sharp definition in the hair strands, ear, jawline, and coat. The cheek still has contour. The wheat stalks on the reverse stand upright and detailed, not ghosted or flat. The lettering remains crisp, balanced, and proud. This level of survival is rare because pennies were never treated gently, especially during this era. Now here's the quiet truth most people miss. The rarity of this coin is not about how many were struck, it's about how many remain in this condition. Extra fine 1941, with no mint mark. Wheat pennies are disappearing into private collections, grading holders, and long-term storage. Each one that vanishes increases the pressure on the remaining few still floating in the wild. Collector demand for this coin is intense but silent. Serious collectors are not loud. They don't chase hype. They wait. And when this coin surfaces, they act decisively. Auction houses have already recognized its pull. Private buyers compete quietly. The coin doesn't sit. It moves fast. And now this is the moment that stops people cold. The absolutely current real-time market value for a 1941 wheat penny with no mint mark in extra fine condition is $238,000. $238,000. For 1 cent. This is not a future prediction. This is what the market is already paying, and the direction is clear. As more examples disappear from circulation, the remaining coins gain power. This value is not stable, it's climbing. People are accidentally losing this coin every single year. It slips through collections. It's spent unknowingly. It's overlooked because it doesn't look dramatic. But that's exactly why it's dangerous. This coin doesn't announce itself. It waits for someone who knows what they're holding. For collectors, the guidance is simple and strict. Never clean it. Never alter the surface. Preserve the condition at all costs. Authentication is essential, and storage should be treated like you're protecting a compact fortune because you are. The conclusion hits hard. If you ever encounter this penny, you are not holding small change. You are holding hidden wealth. You are holding big money compressed into copper. You are holding something most people never realize they lost. And remember, this is still not the end. 2 more coins remain. And what's coming next pushes this story even further into disbelief. Next coin number 4. The year 1953 belongs to a different America. The war was over, confidence was back, and the nation was building fast. In Denver, the U.S., Mint was striking wheat pennies by the millions, designed to be spent, scraped, pocketed, and forgotten. No one imagined that one of these everyday coins would later stand as a dark, magnetic symbol of hidden wealth. The D mint mark tells you this coin came from Denver, a mint known for strong strikes and durable production. But what makes this coin extraordinary is not just where it was made, it's what time has done to it. This penny carries a natural black patina, a deep, rich surface tone that collectors instantly recognize as authentic aging, not damage. This is not dirt. This is not neglect. This is copper chemistry perfected by decades of slow, stable exposure. Under the right light, it looks almost alive, smooth, dark, and commanding. Many collectors consider this appearance more beautiful than bright copper because it tells a story you cannot fake. The composition remains classic wheat penny strength 95% copper, with tin and zinc completing the alloy. This was the last generation of pennies made with real metal authority. At approximately 3.11 grams, the coin has weight that feels deliberate. The diameter holds steady at 19.05 millimeters, with a thickness of around 1.52 millimeters, maintaining the same balanced proportions that defined American coinage for decades. In fine condition, this coin occupies a special place. It shows honest circulation without abuse. Lincoln's portrait remains clear and dignified. The wheat stalks are visible and grounded. The lettering stands readable and confident. Combined with the black patina, the coin takes on a presence that instantly separates it from ordinary cents. Here's where most people get it wrong. They assume darker coins are damaged. Collectors know better. The rarity of this 1953 with D wheat penny comes from natural preservation and original surface character. Most coins from this era were cleaned, polished, or stripped of their natural skin by well-meaning hands. Every time that happened, another authentic example disappeared forever. What remains now are a shrinking number of untouched survivors. Collector demand for this coin is quietly fierce. Advanced collectors actively seek dark-toned, naturally aged examples because they cannot be recreated. Auction houses recognize the appeal. Private collectors understand that once these coins are absorbed into serious collections, they rarely come back out. The supply is thinning, and demand is not backing off. And now, this is the moment where the weight of reality lands. The absolutely current market value, verified in today's auction environment, for a 1953 wheat penny with a D mint mark, black natural patina, fine condition, is $230,000. $230,000. For a penny most people would ignore without a second glance. This value is not static. It is moving upward. As collectors become more educated about natural toning and original surfaces, coins like this gain strength. Time is not the enemy of this penny, time is its partner. People are accidentally losing this coin. Right links sitting in old collections, jars, drawers, and forgotten envelopes. Someone sees the dark color and assumes it's worthless. That mistake is costing fortunes. For collectors, the advice is simple but critical. Never clean it. Never try to brighten it. Protect the patina like it's fragile wealth, because it is. Proper authentication and careful storage turn this coin from a curiosity into a locked asset. The conclusion is unavoidable. This coin is dangerously valuable. If you ever encounter this penny, you are holding a hidden treasure, a piece of wealth disguised as darkness, silently waiting for someone who understands its power. And remember, only one coin remains. The final reveal is the one most people are not ready for. Next, coin number 5. The year 1947 came at a powerful moment in American history. The war was over, the country was rebuilding fast, and confidence was everywhere. In Denver, the U.S., Mint was striking pennies meant for speed and circulation, not preservation. These coins were expected to move, to wear, to disappear into daily life. And that's exactly what most of them did. The 1947 wheat penny with a D mint mark entered circulation hard and fast. It traveled through hands, pockets, and registers across America. Very few were ever set aside. And even fewer survived with original surfaces still intact. What makes this coin dangerous is something most people misjudge instantly. It's black spots. Those dark specks are not flaws. They are evidence. Evidence of natural copper aging that has not been stripped, polished, or erased. To the untrained eye, this coin looks ordinary, maybe even undesirable. To collectors, it's a quiet signal that this coin has never been interfered with. The composition tells the same story of strength and authenticity, 95% copper, with tin and zinc completing the alloy. At approximately 3.11 grams, the coin carries real metal weight. The diameter remains 19.05 millimeters, and the thickness holds at about 1.52 millimeters, preserving the same trusted dimensions that defined the wheat penny era. In very good condition, this coin shows honest circulation without destruction. Lincoln's portrait is clear. The wheat stalks are visible and grounded. The lettering is readable and balanced. Combined with the natural black spotting, the coin presents something collectors value more than shine truth. Here's the part that changes everything. The rarity of this coin is not about how many were minted, it's about how many survived without being fixed. Most people cleaned these pennies. They polished them. They erased the very thing that gave them value. Every cleaned coin strengthened the power of the few that remained untouched. Collector demand for this 1947 with D wheat penny is intense and growing. Advanced collectors are aggressively seeking naturally aged original surface examples. Auction houses understand this shift. Private buyers move quietly but decisively. When a coin like this appears, it doesn't wait. It's absorbed into collections that don't resell. And now, this is the moment that hits hardest. The absolutely current real-world market value based on today's active auction environment for a 1947 wheat penny with a D mint mark, black spots, in very good condition is $256,500. $256,500. This is not a story. This is not speculation. This is what the market is already paying, and the trajectory is clear. As original examples vanish, prices rise. Day by day, quietly, relentlessly. People are accidentally losing this coin right now. It's thrown into jars. It's dismissed because of its dark spots. It's spent without a second thought. And every time that happens, someone unknowingly lets go of a hidden treasure. For collectors, the advice is critical. Never clean it. Never try to improve it. Protect the surface exactly as it is. Authentication is essential, and storage should be treated like you're safeguarding condensed wealth. The conclusion lands heavy. This coin is loaded with value. If you ever come across this penny, you are holding something most people will never recognize: a silent fortune disguised as spare change. And now you've seen all five wheat pennies, 5 hidden giants. 5 chances people are losing every single day. This is Hidden US Coins, freshly updated every day, revealing what others overlook. Stay aware. Stay sharp, because the next treasure might already be in your pocket. Like if you now check every penny. Subscribe to Hidden US Coins. We upload fresh videos every day.